Hello Bond fans, and welcome to another edition of My Weekly Bond, where today we'll be talking about the 19th film in the official series, and one of my personal favorites, The World Is Not Enough. No, I am not Calvin Dyson, but I am myself a big fan of the James Bond film series. I am the T-Money35, and today I want to begin what will hopefully turn into a new series that I like to call Exercises in Editing. Today's episode is dedicated to the 1999 blockbuster James Bond film, The World Is Not Enough. One of the many memorable moments for this particular film in the James Bond series is that, to date, it is the longest pre-title sequence at 17 minutes. However, it wasn't supposed to be that way. In the original edit of the film, well, better yet, let's have the film's director, Michael Apted, tell you the whole story.
I had a big problem with the opening of the movie, and it became clear the problem when I first previewed it. The way the film was originally structured, the Bilbao scene was originally the pre-title sequence. When I previewed the film, the Bilbao scene really just didn't cut it. People thought, what? That's the opening of a Bond film? So I knew I'd made a mistake, and so what I knew was also that Thames chase was a really fabulous scene. And so I then had to do some quick thinking, because I decided to make that whole sequence, Bilbao and the Thames chase, the beginning of the film, the pre-title of the film, so that when Pierce falls on the Millennium Dome, then you cut to the titles. Well, that meant you couldn't have a title sequence or pre-title sequence on for 20, 25 minutes. So I had to do some very, very tough cutting in that area to give us a real stand-up, grandstandy opening.
We will probably never know how Mr. Apted's original vision of The World Is Not Enough would have played out. But today, I have tried my best to incorporate how I believe his original pre-title sequence was supposed to go, and how it played out for those test audiences that he spoke of. The World Is Not Enough is property of Eon Productions Limited and MGM Studios. It would be erroneous and unfair if I did not copyright these film clips to its original owners, as I have no intention of taking credit for any of the film material. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the clip.
So good of you to come see me, Mr. Bond, particularly on such short notice.
If you can't trust a Swiss banker, what's the world come to?
Bon, and now that we're all comfortable, why don't you sit down? It was not easy, but I have retrieved the money. No doubt Sir Robert will be pleased to see it again. At the current rate of exchange, minus the fees and certain unforeseeable expenses. Voila, the receipt.
Would you like to check my figures?
Oh, I'm sure they're perfectly rounded.
It's all there.
I didn't come for the money. The report Sir Robert bought was stolen from an MI6 agent who was killed for it. I want to know who killed him.
Terrible tragedy.
I just want a name.
I am merely the middleman. I'm just trying to do the honorable thing, returning the money to its rightful owner.
And we know how difficult that can be for a Swiss banker.
I am offering you the opportunity to walk out with the money, Mr. Bond.
I'm giving you the opportunity to walk out with your life.
Looking at our present situation, strictly as a banker, I would have to say that the numbers are not on your side.
Well, perhaps you fail to take into account my hidden assets. a small reversal of fortune. Give me the name.
I can't tell you.
Let's count to 3. You can do that, can't you? 1, 2.
All right. But you'll have to protect me.
Señor Leches, ¿está usted bien?
¡Abran la puerta! ¡Policía! ¡Policía, abran la puerta! ¡Quieto ahí! ¡Levanta las manos!